Hey friends, welcome to Ascending Thoughts. Hope you all are doing good. I came across media reports that said Canada is now targeting Ajit Doval and Amit Shah, which made me wonder why. Before the prime target of West was Prime Minister Modi. Modi has now become almost untouchable, so they're probably targeting possible successors of Modi. The main lesson from the Nijjar-Pannun issue is that India's ascent to prominence in both the military and economy has the liberal run west on the edge. It would prefer India to stay a regional power or even better, just a puppet. Trudeau is nothing more than a tool in this bigger play. In addition to a leadership challenge inside the Liberal Party of Canada, Trudeau is now facing mounting dissatisfaction over the housing crisis and expenditures as evidenced by the declining polling numbers and losses in the by-elections. After the Jammu and Kashmir issue got solved, the West and India's enemies are unable to give up on the Khalistani terror angle, as that is the only weapon they have now against India. Fingerprint of Western intelligences can be found in the ruckus that Rahul Gandhi-led opposition creates inside our parliament, all the sectarian incitement on social media, and the pro-farmer rioting on our national highways. Recently, the owners of the Rajput and Jat history pages on social media, which were trashing other communities and castes and actively distorting history, was traced back to Pakistan. My humble request is to take such pages with a pinch of salt. If the new generation Rajputs and Jats think that Pakistan is your ally, then you are in for a real shock. Read up on what the Islamic invaders did or tried to do to your ancestors. That might open your eyes. The only factor that is defeating all of this is the patriotic Indian voters. Hence, they are now giving fake voter IDs to illegal Bangladeshis who were found to have voted in the general elections of 2024 illegally. It is clear that other nations too would oppose India's ascent when even a close ally like Japan deployed its UN representative to criticize Indian democracy, and the Japanese media gleefully attacked Modi's foreign policy in the region. India's GDP is developing at a rate of 7% per year and is predicted to surpass Japan's, which is growing at a paltry rate of 1% per year. India is predicted to take the third place by end of 2027, overtaking Japan. So, the reaction of Japan and attacks on India from the Japanese stems from insecurity. The Western lefties are well suited to Khalistanis who heavily fund them politically and then vote for Democrats in the US, Liberals in Canada, and Labour Party in the UK. Following the strategic loss in the 1971 Bangladesh War of Liberation, the US, under a rabidly anti-India racist Richard Nixon, who also happened to be a Republican, began to use the Khalistan movement against India. Sensitive to the humiliating loss of its then ally Pakistan, the West began to enable and let pro-Khalistan groups to be trained on Western land. Pakistan provided the West with a willing partner for this effort. India's intel agencies have sufficient body of information and proof to demonstrate that the West ISI connection to the training and incitement of Khalistan terrorism against India is real. The Canadian Security Intelligence Service (CSIS) recently has confirmed Pakistan's direct backing of Khalistani extremism in an effort to lessen India's influence during a hearing before the Foreign Interference Commission in Canada. India has submitted more than 20 comprehensive dossiers concerning Niger and other terrorist and criminal organizations operating in Canada since 2003. Still, as India has often said, the Canadian government is taking little or no action against any of them. Radical pro-Khalistan groups have grown to be significant political players in Canada and to a lesser extent the US and the UK. Allegations have been made that several American and Canadian organizations supported the pro-Khalistan movement in Punjab. Many in media have stated that the organization supported by US Baptist Church worked with pro-Khalistan groups to facilitate conversions, suggesting that the church supported the migration of radical pro-Khalistan individuals to the West in return for support in growing its influence in Punjab. The ongoing missionary endeavors there are understood to be direct result of this unspoken understanding. It is completely unrelated to Christianity, though, as the lefties are severely anti-Christian in US and other Western countries. The fact that attack on all the aforementioned leaders is that they are all ardent nationalists and think India should carve out a unique identity for itself in the world provides the answer to my initial query. They are pure Indians, devoid of any sense of inferiority complex or residual from European colonialism. Each of them is driven by their patriotism, and their actions almost seem harsh as they are frank. They are simply pro India, neither anti US nor anti West. India must strengthen its defenses against enemies rather than allowing the West and China to target our leaders and intel services. Our intel and strategic policies should be clear and brave. We shouldn't depend on West for intel, rather we should develop our own assets. Modi government is in the right path as evidenced by the left-leaning West nervous stand and hence the increased intensity of attacks on India internationally. India and Indian leaders' self-confidence is rattling the liberal West, which is inherently racist to its core. And that, my friends, is the reason for the attack of the aforementioned leaders, as they are the future of BJP's nationalism in a post-Modi era. So, what do you guys think? Leave your opinion in the comment section. For more content like this, like, subscribe and share. Thank you.